For the old soul, finding love is just as compelling as it is at the other soul ages. We all need to give and receive love. That is a fundamental part of being human. Without love, life would seem cold and cruel. In this video, I will explore love at the old soul level, which includes channeling from Michael, and reveal some things that may surprise you. That's coming up next. While emotional intensity typically encapsulates the mature soul stage, old soul relationships in comparison are much more relaxed and nonchalant. There's a coziness to them, like sinking into the luxurious cushion of a favorite armchair. Complications are fewer and personal demands are less. Old soul love can be romantic, but it's rarely clingy or possessive. To illustrate, here's a quick list of 7 things you should know about old soul love. Keep in mind that this list displays old souls who are highly grounded and not leading egocentric lives. Number 1. Old soul love is free-flowing. That is to say, it usually lacks the personal demands and conditions expected by other soul age stages. Number 2. Old soul love is built on a foundation of acceptance. There is more honesty in the relationship, with a concern for honoring the differences of the partner without judgment. Number 3. Old soul love is more fun. The lack of pretension in old soul relationships leads to more opportunities for playtime between partners. Number 4. Old soul love is longer lasting. Old souls do not need to maintain constant contact with another to sustain feelings of love. The old soul can easily resume loving connections with people, even if there's been considerable time apart. Number 5. Old soul love easily forgives. Emotional wounds are more easily let go and forgotten. Number 6. Old soul love is more sensual than physical. In other words, old souls favor elements of sensuality and closeness that doesn't necessarily mean traditional forms of sex. And number 7, old soul love honors the integrity of the other. Manipulative games, for instance, are less frequent at this soul age, with the well-being of the partner being a primary concern. That concludes the list. Still curious, though, about understanding more about how the old soul manifests love, I asked for relevant insights from the Michael entity. Here is what they said to me in a separate piece of channeling. To begin, let us state up front that all souls have the capacity to love. Love is not a precious commodity that's only available to the highest bidder or someone with the secret password. Love is as free as the air you breathe and is not on a higher pedestal that's beyond the reach of souls with less indoctrination or life experience. Be cautious of idealistic notions to say otherwise. That said, without the normal fear-based mechanisms that negatively distort its expression or enslave that expression with limiting conditions, the old soul is better equipped to embrace love. Unconditional love, in fact, is a primary lesson for the old soul, where love is seen from a 30,000-foot view, so to speak. The old soul thus experiences love through a wide-angle lens and is more concerned with love that encompasses the bigger picture rather than love that's exclusively focused on the finer details, such as mature soul relationships that intensely bridge the inner worlds of two people. For the old soul, love is less conditional because it is less dependent on a single one-to-one connection. That is not to say old soul relationships are not monogamous. They are for the most part and can be long-lasting. Multiple partner experiments typically beckon during the later levels of the mature soul stage. Old soul love is more open and freely shared, although not necessarily sexual, and endows the soul with the capacity to love people deeply without emotional conditions. This is a natural state of love, an unfettered expression possible in many souls but rarely explored. The ability for old souls to love so freely, however, often draws suspicion from others regarding the purity of their motives. This can cause the old soul to withdraw from their natural state, resulting in confusion and depression. Depression and the old soul are, in fact, frequent bedfellows. All old souls carry deep memories of past connections and associations, both on the physical and the astral. This may not be clearly understood on a conscious level, but it is felt and resonates as an inexplicable longing and loss for what once was. This creates melancholy in some old souls who find their hearts aching for these past connections. For that reason, old souls may seem haunted by memories of love that cannot be associated with anything real in the current lifetime. To the old soul, it feels like a longing that gnaws at the stomach and aches for things long past and frustratingly unreachable. Depression is best remedied by focusing on the present moment with a concerted focus on what is. After all, a true love shared between another is never lost, only stored away, like seasonal clothing. As biblical scriptures once noted, for everything there is a season, and the old soul has known many seasons. Okay, after I channeled that piece, I was still interested in another line of questioning, mainly on the old soul finding love. I wanted to know more about this process, including any forks in the road. Here's what I channeled. For the old soul, finding love has evolved beyond the glamorized imagery often depicted in romance novels and on magazine covers. Old souls are not as concerned with the thrill of romance and are more satisfied with comfortable, less dramatic relationships that nurture and lend support to the daily demands of life. This doesn't mean the relationships are strictly utilitarian and without passion. Old souls can be ardently passionate about love, but their expression is less about the fireworks and more about rekindling prior connections that have withstood the test of time. The old soul often seeks what is most comfortable and true. This may present certain obstacles when so many souls once close to the old soul have cycled off and concluded their reincarnations on the planet. The old soul's tribe, its pool of viable candidates, so to speak, has been depleted. Another potential obstacle is the old soul's sometimes unsociable need for solitude. Relationships of a romantic nature are not always what the old soul seeks. This is not true for every old soul, of course, but the old soul that finds himself sitting on the fence when it comes to relationships should keep this in mind. Alright. Putting the Michael channeling aside for now, I thought the allusions to memory that they mentioned were poignant descriptions about the old soul. Memories, both good and bad, are often all that we have as our life winds down. We have loved so many people during the course of a lifetime that are no longer with us. If old souls do have subconscious recollections to love lost in previous incarnations, that's even more poignant, and I can understand the depression that occasionally sets in. Yet, life would seem less rich without this element of beautiful sadness. As Michael noted earlier, no love is ever truly lost, and no experience is ever wasted. Memories like this always bring the music box to mind. Lift the lid, allow the music to begin its reverie, and suddenly you're transported along an emotional arc of memory and prior associations. The past momentarily reveals itself again, and that love once lost surrounds you like autumn leaves swirling at your feet. Being an old soul can feel like you're a repository of aging strands of musical notes and distant harmonies. For the old soul, I think finding love is ultimately about connecting with people that the old soul considers to be its extended soul family. Much of the work has already been completed over an arduous series of lifetimes, and now the old soul is looking back and calling to those souls that once played significant roles in the past. Love for the old soul, then, is like a reunion. These past connections trickle in during the lifetime, and the old soul finds love with them in the most appropriate ways. And what could be more appropriate than love? I hope you enjoyed this video. A great way to show your appreciation is to click like and share it with others. If you'd like more videos like this, click on the red subscribe button. My question to you, how do you feel about love? Are you still charged by the romance of it all, or do you feel a deeper and abiding love? I look forward to reading your replies. Till then, have a great day.